Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Winchester Model 1897 shotgun mod, which is being made by user War Daddy. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is the, well, classic Winchester Model 1897 shotgun. And it is a beautiful weapon. So what exactly is it that we do get with this mod? Well, let's head right into the Pip-Boy and have a look at the most basic version of the Winchester 1897. As you can see, it is a pretty beautifully modeled and textured weapon here, and just as a quick side note, there is an alternate texture you can download on the mod page for this that makes it a lot rustier, but you know what? I like this one. It's beautiful. And as you can see, it does have a decent number of modifications that you can mess around with it. And at its lowest level, it'll do 50 damage with shotgun shells, with a firing rate of 6, range of 239, accuracy of 78, and a weight of 11.9. And you can make some pretty fun things with this, from an explosive shotgun with a very interesting looking sight and a gigantic bayonet to a surprisingly accurate sniping shotgun, if, you know, that's your thing. And it's actually pretty entertaining. Now, as for how you get your hands on one of these, it'll be pretty simple. They'll start spawning into the world at level 5, so, you know, it's not going to take you too long to get one of these. And at its most powerful level, it can actually do a pretty decent amount of damage here with 125, so that is a level 5 weapon that you can keep for quite a ways, which is always good. So let's go and take a look at the various modifications we do have for this thing, and of course start in the receiver category, where we have just 4, where we have either the battle-scarred receiver, which is the weakest of them, the well-worn, which is sort of the second weakest, the receiver with minimal wear, which is second best, and the best one, the factory new receiver, which is maximum damage, and that, well, that's just a good thing. Now, we only have one barrel option, which is a little sad. I was hoping we might have a few more in here, and same thing with the stock. So your barrel and stock are always going to be like this. Hopefully, perhaps we'll get some different modifications for that in the future, but for the time being, oh well, it still looks like a beautiful gun. Now, as for sights, we have a few more options in here. Either the standard iron sights, a Barska sight, an OKP7 sight, or an ACOG, which I find a little bit strange for a shotgun, but considering you can change the ammo to slugs, it actually becomes quite useful. If you're using buckshot, though, well, you're going to want to go with one of these two. Now, as for a muzzle, we have a couple of good modifications in here. Either the no muzzle, a suppressor, a bayonet, or a bayonet with a suppressor for, you know, the best of both worlds, or as it says here, tactical. And then next is the action on the weapon, so either pump action or slam fire. The difference between the two is the pump action is going to be slower, but you're going to get a lot more accuracy. The slam fire, you're going to up your firing rate, but you are going to lose a bit of accuracy there. And then finally, we have the ammunition type, where we can either have buckshot, slug ammo doing a bit more damage and a bit better range, or high explosive buckshot or high explosive slug ammunition, both of which are wonderful because, I mean, come on, it's explosive. How could you not like explosive ammunition? So let's go take a look at these in action and do our typical firing test, starting of course with our standard version here, which has iron sights that I'm not a huge fan of. You can barely see the little nubbin at the front of the thing. I mean, it works, but it's not the greatest. I've been just using it with the crosshairs there, and let's get in 5 shots. And And there we go. That is the 5 with the pump action, slower action on this thing. A beautiful reload. I should mention that you do need a Far Harbor DLC to use this gun with, as it does use some of the parts from the... Oh, I'm forgetting the gun, but one of the guns from Far Harbor to make this whole thing work. Now let's take a look at the suppressed version of this next. And this one I also had as pump with an ACOG for, you know, that maximum accuracy. There we go, a good nice reload. Kind of can't see with the ACOG bits there. Wow, that ACOG really does add a lot to the underside of this thing too. But overall, a good shotgun and a good nice silenced weapon. And of course, finally, we have the explosive version. Oh, yeah. And I love that animation that it actually, you know, puts on the bayonet there. Well, I guess only when we switch. Let's switch again because it makes me happy. There we go. A nice pump action or bayonet. We're ready and fire. I also really love this sight. It is a very cool one. And mixed with explosive ammunition, oh, it's good. Now this one's actually the slam fire, so I'll, you know, shoot as fast as this one can here for a moment. And as you can see, a lot quicker than the standard pump action. Still takes a while to reload, but, you know, with this doing 125 damage with explosive slug rounds, it'll do the job, I think. So that means it's time to test this on our usual test subjects. Let's go say hi to Randy and Will, and we'll take out Will with the sniper version, as we usually do. I don't know why I always decide to snipe him and then unload the most damaging thing on Randy, but oh well. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friend, and fire. Ooh, I don't think we have the range with the buckshot that this one is on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get closer. We are using the buckshot with this particular one. Where'd you go? Oh, he ran away. Oh, yeah, buckshot doesn't have great range. I brought that on myself. Okay, well, let's go to the explosive because, I mean, come on, that's just so much more fun and cool. There we go. Beautiful bayonet on. He's returned. There we go. That worked a lot better. And now for Randy the Radstag. Goodbye, my friend. Ooh, one explosive round to the head did it. Oh, I'm sorry. But not really sorry. So yes, there we go. That is the Winchester Model 1897 shotgun mod. A beautiful piece of work that gives you a wonderful gun with some pretty cool modifications. And come on, who doesn't like explosive rounds? It's just entertaining. So if you'd like to check out this mod for yourself, which I would definitely recommend you go and do, you can take a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you all have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next episode. But until that time, thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one!